Dímelo, mi amor. Straight up from Trinidad and Tobago, Sean Marshall. Definitely big up Vibes 592. Go Mostly Radio. Don't forget to download the app. Taking the opportunity to big up Willow and Devin. Remember, the 31st of January at Manfi Residence, barbecue and dance call. Legendary lifestyle. Tickets is only 2,000, so be there this Saturday.
Ay, ¿qué pasó, bebé? Rico en la casa, yeah.
Préndeme la bocina que estamos instalados en el barrio de la esquina. Me gusta el piquete que tiene la vecina. Yo me imagino.
So yes, guys, I'm pretty excited to introduce to you this segment here with your boy Alex Tunes and our special invitees straight down from Canada. We're gonna have a laugh today. We're gonna have a good time, definitely. So stay tuned.
Ese culo a mí me daña, yeah. Está buena como soy de Saldaña, yeah. Trépate pa' ver como maraña. Voy a hacer más trucos con mi huevo, una araña. Yo bebo black, bebe champaña. Yo me la ligo cuando se baña. No me lo niegues, esto me extraña. Yo si te quito, la paña. Y yo, hacemos una energía, baby, tú eres mío, yeah.
Straight down from Dominican Republic.
Vecino mala mía, yeah. Hacemos una energía.
Lírico en la casa.
Baby, tú eres mío.
And el Wasson, Larry Over.
Mala mía, yeah.
Don't forget to follow your boy Alex Tunes. So yes, guys, I have you. We're gonna begin this great interview, guys. I hope you enjoy. Starting in 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Mira, yo prendí y no se apagó. Andamos en la calle dando para con el pasón. Cuidado si se te para el corazón. Yo soy la pastilla para tu mujer de la depresión. Yo le di, después llamó, dijo que le gustó y lo repitió. No sabía que era del vecino cuando me lo dio. Tenía una amiga y para completarle ya me gastó. Ahora no dejes buscarme después que esa noche yo la maté. No se conformó con lo que yo le hice y tú ¿Cómo
así? Hacemos una energía, baby, tú eres mío, yeah. Me come la vecina mala mía, yeah. Hacemos una energía, baby, tú eres mío. Me come la vecina mala mía, yeah.
Hey.
Amor. Now today I have the privilege and I'm pretty excited because I'm a big fan of our co-host today and of our special invitees, by the way. all the way from Canada. Please help me welcome Chris Muslis and Trish.
Thank you.
Yes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Guyana again.
Yes. Thank you. Feels good to be back.
Feels good.
It's like home away from home.
Feels good to be here for the first time.
For the first time. Okay, that's amazing. For us here, our team, we saw you guys arrive at Guyana like around probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, we gotta get them into the studio. You know, it's more than we're happy, and it's more than a pleasure being here with, sitting on with the big man himself.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have a few questions for you guys today, and first of all, let me welcome you guys back to Exitos Hours with Alex Tunes. This is the Reset Edition, season number 2, and you guys are being part of a history here. I mean, being, having a YouTuber well-known YouTuber. I mean, having him in our studio today is like a dream come true for us, and I hope that this is not the only first time when you come back to Guyana.
Yeah.
This is your home also.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anything you want to say to begin this?
Yeah. Well, first, congratulations. It's a beautiful setup.
Yes,
I'm
it's very
inspired, and I appreciate the opportunity. I love Guyana, and when we can speak to people from the area directly, it's hugely important. I want to make sure that they understand that we're not here like to get views and then run and leave.
Yeah.
We're here to become part of the family and really understand the culture. So opportunities like this, we're grateful for. And we're humbled by it, so thank you.
Wow, so humble of you, bro. What about you, bro?
My first time here, first of all, but I mean, I love it. I mean, everyone's been really nice. Food's good. I got a nickname for being the egg ball boss here, but but yeah, man, it's been nice. I like it. I love it.
Oh man, more than a pleasure. I mean, you guys feel like if you're home right now.
Yes.
Because this is not your first time being here, right? You keep coming, and I think Guyana have something beautiful that you love, right?
There's some suspicious people. I read the comments, and they say like, why does this guy keep coming back here? He must be doing something wrong. And the answer is no, I just enjoy myself, right? I'm having a good time. Why? If you're having a good time, you're going to continue to go back.
Yes,
right?
Definitely.
Right.
And we all know that Guyana is in the peak of the world right now because of whatever the resources and the economy, and I mean, to have you guys here like blogging and videoing all the beautiful places that Guyana, you must let Canada and the world know, hey,
that's what we're doing. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's what's up, bro. So you had an egg bowl for the morning yet?
No, not this morning. We had some last morning, and when we came back home,
like 1 o'clock last night. The exclusive, which is the famous spot.
Yeah.
So we met the owner yesterday, and he started our day by giving us a tour of how they make the egg balls, and then last night he got us again. So we ate for breakfast and then dinner. Egg balls at exclusive
with sour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing,
and
right?
pepper.
Loud
sour.
That is what's up, bro. Amazing, and I want to say good afternoon to everyone who is viewing. Yes, I'm here with the famous YouTuber Chris and his son Trish that also started his YouTube channel.
Yes.
They're pretty well known. What was your first inspiration, or what inspired you to start doing these blogs, these videos?
Yeah, I like to travel my whole life. Even before my eldest son here was born, I was a traveler. Like when I was 16, I would save up money to take trips. And I could never see myself holding a camera like this. It's actually quite awkward to do so. But about 4 years ago, I picked up the camera and I'm traveling, because I would tell people stories about my travels, and it would almost be like unbelievable. Like I met this family in a village, and they welcomed me in and cooked me food and so on. And they're like, you should show us a video. Like we want to experience it with you. So I went to Brazil. Basically, I brought a camera, and like my third or fourth video got 1 million views. Wow. And I was horrible at holding the camera. I was nervous. I was shaky. I didn't want people to watch me. But when that 1 million views came in, I realized like, hey, this is more than just me carrying a camera. There's an opportunity to make this a career. It really changed my mindset. And through hundreds of videos of practice, I no longer get shaky when I'm holding the camera up. It's now become quite easy. And it's my full-time job. This is all I do.
That's your full-time job. That's actually your profession.
More than full-time, yeah.
More than full-time.
Yeah.
But your first video, right, that you upload, right?
Yes.
What was the reaction of
like... No, nobody watches the first videos.
Yeah.
And like you get very few views, right? And it's tough. I'll be honest, when you start YouTube, as a content creator, you get more hatred than you get positivity. It's like you got to win people over. You got to earn their respect.
Definitely.
So I mean, the first year or two was definitely difficult dealing with the negativity. Well, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do? You know what I But once you get past that, I built a loyal audience, and across my platforms, almost 1 million followers that are so loyal and so good. Now I very rarely deal with negativity.
That's very, inspiring for all those who are listening out there, that love doing, because this is a big thing going on right now, people creating, and they stop creating because of the feedback that no one watches. And it is a fact. A lot of people doesn't watch your first video unless you become like trending.
Right.
But what about you, bro? Your first video?
Okay, so my story was we went to Jamaica, right? My dad brought me to Jamaica with him, and he was telling me to start a YouTube channel. And for the first bit of the trip, I was like, no, I didn't want to, because I was like too nervous, too scared. And then I ended up saying as a joke, why don't I become Trismusless? Because my name's Tristan. So then he's like, yeah, take it. So I took it, and then I made my first video. My first video got 40,000 on my first video, and then my next two were also the same. They followed 35, 40,000, and so it was just after that. But I came home from Jamaica, I'll be honest, I stopped really uploading because I was not getting as many views as I wanted to be. It was very discouraging.
Yeah.
And then coming back on this trip, I gained back the confidence because I started uploading, and it went back up.
There's ups and downs.
There's ups and downs, yeah.
Always, and you get inspiration from your dad, definitely.
Yeah, more than inspiration.
Right?
Yeah.
I wake him up in the morning and say, get to work.
It's scientifically, they say that it's whatever a dad does, right? It passes on to, to their kids or whatsoever. If your father is a criminal, it transmits to your, that's the example he's showing. And Chris definitely showing you one of the biggest examples, bro, to go viral out there. Yeah. Now, Chris, this is something Guyana is being visited a lot by YouTubers, bloggers, normal influencers. I don't know if you heard or saw. You probably heard the story about the French blogger that we had recently here.
Yes.
What do you think about what happened to him?
I think, and this is not popular opinion.
Okay.
I think he was as wrong as the guy that slapped him.
Okay.
And I think the guy that slapped him was wrong. He shouldn't have done that. So I'm not going to say that I agree with.
You applaud that or whatsoever?
I don't applaud that. But I'm saying that, if you pull the tiger's tail enough, the tiger's going to bite you. Right? When you go into a neighborhood or community that's not yours and you don't show no respect to people.
Wow.
I watched a few of his videos after the slap that were filmed before the slap.
Wow.
And I saw on multiple occasions, you would put camera in someone's face and they'd say, don't film me. He'll say, I'm going to delete it. But then he uploads it.
Correct.
Other communities he goes into, you got to understand, to go into these communities, it's not as simple as just holding a camera. I put the camera, I go have a conversation with them first. I get the sort of approval to come in and film. Now you go into a neighborhood where people, let's say, are having a bad day. You're a new face. You got a camera in their face. Wow. Something happened in their life. I don't agree with it. And I've seen it online that they've compared me, because he's a black gentleman from France and I'm a white gentleman from Canada. Oh, how come the white man comes in? But it's like, to compare us is like apples and oranges, right? I've come 3 times.
Correct.
I do these type of conversations. I'm seen in the community without a camera, and I've earned the respect of the community because I've done this across the Caribbean.
Correct.
It's not given to me. I know a lot of very famous black YouTubers that do what I do without getting slapped in the face. So this is not black and white. But the part that I don't know the gentleman, so it's not a dislike, but it's the whole privilege thing of I'm filming because I'm a tourist. We're no better than the people that live here in any community. What gives us this? You will never hear me as a human ever put myself on a pedestal in front of people. Like that guy that slapped him, we don't know what he was having a bad day. He didn't pay his rent. He hasn't eaten all day. What, I'm going to film because I'm a tourist? You have to be on camera? I don't agree with it. I know people are upset that I said that, but I'm me all the time. I got to stay honest.
And everyone has the honest opinion also.
Right.
Because bloggers, I guess, you have policies. You have morals. As you was mentioning, you never know what that person was passing through that specific moment.
Right.
And when you get your anger, all this anger builds up, and I'm going to take it.
Right.
And most of all, I guess a lot of bloggers ask for, can I video you for my channel?
But I want to show you, we have altercations. I've never been slapped before in my life, but we have altercations every day where somebody's walking by, even in the background, they'll show, I don't want to be on camera. We delete that.
Correct.
My son's been yelled at. He could have made it a video on, oh, Guyana is so aggressive in the market and got big views.
Yeah.
But we don't do that. We don't want to portray Guyana in that manner.
In that negative
so to
way.
think that that man that filmed it is also the man that edited it, and he decided on his own behalf that I'm going to benefit from this negative transaction. I've been in like in Belize City, I was this close to a guy with a shooting, and I filmed it. But I love Belize City. I never mentioned it once. So I know a lot of people in Guyana are upset that the young man slapped the man. But if you look at the backstory to it, if I go into a Gucci store with my camera like this and start filming, they say, sir, stop filming, and I film, they're going to arrest me and put me in jail. Wow. Like, you got to understand the rights of the people. If they want to be on camera, let them. If not, no. So I say it's 50-50. Like, the responsibility comes down to both people. You bring negative energy around, that's this almighty power that I'm better than everyone else, you're going to get slapped. In any country, including my own. I'm surprised that's all that's happened to him.
And also, I think is the approach.
Right.
As it was meant, the approach. Right. If you want to be liked, I grew up in a Christian environment, and I pretty know the Bible a bit, and I remember my dad used to preach to us and said, the way how you should approach to someone if you want to invite him, for example, to church, you got to approach him the way he is. Like, okay, he's a humble guy, you sit on, you can't just go on aggressive. Hey, you know, he's a humble guy, sit on, have a chat with him. If he's a funny guy, hey, let's make a little joke. For sure. And that's the way you approach in different scenarios. Yeah. But
this is the way, this is the reason I'm even more upset. Because unfortunately, like, we've been here almost 3 weeks. It's the common topic all day, every day. And why do we want Guyana to be known as one guy that chose to slap one guy? Like, let's move on, and let's, like, I'm glad we talk about it. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I don't want Guyana, I want Guyana to be known as, like, the people that lovely in the streets, the hardworking people in the streets. And understand that, like any other country, not everybody wants a camera in their face. And us as YouTubers, our moral obligation is to respect people in every country. We're guests here. The moment that we think that we're good, too good, no, I'm just a tourist. No, I don't ever want it. You will never see that from me. Wow. And if that ever happens, I'm not putting it in the video, because I don't want Guyana to be portrayed as this, like, ridiculously violent, aggressive place. When we walk through the streets, it's like so much love. We can feel it from across the street. So that's what we're trying to show.
Trish, I have seen you guys videos, sorry. You guys are down to earth, like humble.
Yeah.
Where that personality comes from, a lot of bloggers, like, because they have billions, millions of views, they're above everyone. What makes that personality, like, you know,
it's just real, you know? Like, you just walk, you talk. I mean, like, connecting with someone, just building a connection, you know? It's like when we're walking through the street, making friends with people, it's just one person to another, you know? So it's no real where it comes from. It's more so it's just being real with people.
Yeah, it's harder to fake it. Can you imagine we have to create this person that we're not?
Yeah.
It's easiest to be real, right? And that's the way we treat people on camera, off camera.
And I guess that is why a lot of people like you whenever you come. You know, there's always, I've been watching all your videos, and, you know, the people come around you, and, you know, because you're down to earth, humble. I mean, that's a personality that a lot of bloggers, a lot of YouTubers doesn't have.
If I could look into the camera, if you're going to start YouTube, or if you are a YouTuber, man, get down to planet Earth. Like, stay. You never be so big that you can't have a simple conversation. But here's the truth, because I hang out with a lot of YouTubers that are very big. A lot of them are not who they portray on camera, right? They act all this friendly, but when you try to talk to them, they're like, no pictures. And it's very awkward for me, because, like, I'm so appreciative for the support, right? So even if I meet somebody, I'm like, even if it's one person, I'm grateful. And it might have made their day a little bit brighter, but it's made my day. Right? You never ever see me say no. Like, I'm excited to meet everyone, right? To me, that's one of the best parts of this so-called job, is getting to interact with people, right? So I love it.
That's pretty.
The first time someone came up to me, I still think about it to this day.
He comes home and he's like, Dad, somebody recognized me.
The first time someone recognized me, I was in Jamaica, right? And we were sitting down, and because our names are very similar, like Christmas, Trismas, right? we were sitting down in a pizza, okay? The woman was sitting across, and she said, I had my headphones in, and my dad's like, are you going to say hi? I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, no, she's talking to you. And I had the biggest smile on my face.
It feels so like, damn, bro, someone recognizes me.
Yeah, I had the biggest smile on my face.
And I guess it's the example that you guys show in, down to earth, maintaining yourself humble as always, being like the people around you, be like them. You're not above anyone.
No, of course.
It's just, it's
We're all human.
just your job.
And never act like we are. Never. If I ever seen that from him, that's when
Definitely
you would
gotta
never
tell
see
you.
daddy duties come into
No, you
play.
should
Come
never
on,
see
man.
that.
Yeah, it
We're
won't
all-
happen.
I'm
we're all
not like
human.
that.
Yeah.
We were talking behind cameras, and you mentioned something very interesting that I know a lot of people will be looking at this. Chris, how many times you have been locked up abroad?
Yeah, from this, like for cameras.
Yeah.
Well, in life, twice.
Twice.
Trinidad and Cuba.
Tell me a bit about the Cuba experience.
So Cuba happened I don't know, you can Google Christmas list Cuba jail, but I think it was about 10 years ago. It was before Fidel Castro passed away.
Okay.
And I was flying throughout South America. So I think I went from Colombia to Peru to Cuba. And I had a drone. This is when drones first came out. Like nobody had a drone. It was a big drone.
Okay.
And I knew coming into Cuba with the drone was going to be questionable. But in my mind, this is before YouTube. In my mind, I'm like, the worst thing that's going to happen at customs, they take it away.
Yeah.
And then I buy a new one when I come back. So they opened it up in customs. They looked at it. They didn't even know what it was. And they closed it. And I figured that was sort of my permission to fly a drone. And maybe on the second or third day in Havana, the first day, the police actually came up to me flying and was taking pictures of me with big smiles, with their old little flip phone because they never seen nothing like that. So again, that's my mind thinking, it's not a big problem. So I'm flying over Havana, and military came up to me, different now, not police, military attire, come. And I thought it was I was going to be in trouble. But they drove me to my apartment, almost immediately emptied it out, and put me in jail. And it happened so fast, and my Spanish wasn't great. My Spanish is good to order food and to that type of stuff. But when you're using big words, and I'm trying to explain, I don't know. No entiendo nada. You say, sí, tú entiendes. No, I don't understand nothing. So after 2 weeks, I was able to get out. Canadian embassy came and assisted me in getting out. I was never charged with anything. It works a little different in Cuba. There's no trial. The person that arrests you is the one that decides sort of your fate. But the scary thing is the investigation stage. When I was in the jail, people were talking to me. They've been investigated for 2 years with no charges. So for me to get out in 2 weeks was, the biggest nightmare I ever had in my life. Because not knowing, my kids were smaller then, and not knowing how long I could be sitting in a jail cell, a Cuban jail cell.
And a Cuban jail. And the experience in the Cuban jail, how was it? I know a lot of prisons in America are totally different, that people can definitely say, okay, I'm in a cell, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
What about Cuba jail?
No, there's no danger aspect to jail in Cuba, because it's really not a big crime. Most people are there for what we would consider minor crimes. One guy broke a TV of his ex-girlfriend or his girlfriend at the time, and he was serving 2 years in jail because he couldn't afford to buy a new TV. Another guy ate a cow because it was illegal then to eat cows. So they're not violent criminals. So it was no violence. But I was in confinement myself, what they call the hole. No electricity. To turn electricity in the hall, the guard licks his fingers and puts 2 wires together like that. A lot of bugs. Because you're in the wild, how you have gated. Yeah. That's the only thing stopping you from outside. So when it rained, it would rain inside. Wow. And I was going I don't expect more. They were treating me like I was a criminal. They do it different there. In Canada, you're innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. There, you're guilty until proven innocent. Being treated as a criminal. So on the 14th day, they said you're free to go. Not just you're free to go. They had me shackled up in hands and feet. We went to buy the airplane ticket with my money. I had to pay a fee for the jail fee. And a lot of people in Cuban jail, it's just because they can't pay the fee to leave. So they walked me through immigration. Everybody's eyes were at me. I've never gone 14 days of my life without shaving. So I don't got a nice clean beard like you. I was getting little this and this. Feeling so happy to know I'm leaving, but everybody was looking at me. They wait until everybody boarded the flight, and then they walked me in, 2 officers holding me by my, shackled, put me in the chair. Nobody wanted to sit beside me. They all got up, put their hand up, and because they didn't know what crime I committed, but I was the happiest man in the world. I did a video. This is before GoPro, but I had before YouTube, but I had a, he wasn't there. Maybe you were in school, but my other 2 kids were at the airport to like run and grab me when I touched down in Canada.
Wow, bro. What an experience, bro. And you were young when your dad...
Yeah, actually, so he came back when I was running a cross-country meet.
So we went right to the cross-country meet, I remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the day before, so they didn't tell me on the 14th I'll be released. I found out that morning. So a day before, I was going through this mental distress of thinking I'm going to be 20 years. Wow. And then magically I'm showing up and he's doing a race in school. Yeah.
What a story, bro. And I think that, well, I recommend you. You have a good history, bro. You can write a book one day,
I need to complete the world first.
Definitely. Yeah. Family and work. How you balance that, bro?
You should be asking him
that. Why I asked you this, right? You mentioned that he have a girlfriend, right?
Yes.
How you balance that being travel out? Because at the end of the day, your girlfriend has become part of your family.
Right. Yeah. So, I guess this would be the first time where I'm actually doing really locking in for and focusing on YouTube on a trip. She knows that I'm gone for work. Like, she knows that I'm gone and I'm being productive. It's not like it's just vacation. Okay. But there'll be days where actually I broke my phone at the beginning of this trip, so that didn't help at all. But it didn't help at all.
That's a problem.
But there'll be days where we'll probably have one text between each other for the entire day. She gets sad about it, but she knows that I'm coming back home soon, so she's like,
it's not for everyone.
Yeah. She knows she can be mad at me when I get back.
It's on a level. What about you, Chris? I mean, you've been doing this for a while. How you balance family?
I guess you have to have an understanding family, and I'm glad Tristan gets to come with me now and see that it's not a vacation. We are on vacation. Yeah. We're enjoying ourselves. It's just unorthodox way of living. Mm-hmm. But when I'm at home, 3 weeks, I normally go 3 weeks away, 3 weeks home. In that 3 weeks at home, we try to be as close as we can as a family.
That's beautiful, bro. That's like,
and it works. Look, 20 years of marriage. We're not divorced, not separated. We got 3 kids. Everybody's doing well. It's working. A lot of people that put me down for the travel are divorced, angry, no relationship, no kids, but they're telling me how to live my life, right? It works well for my wife and I, so that's why we do it. I told my wife, if there's ever a point where this doesn't work, then I stop doing it. Because the family comes first.
Always.
But this is how I fund my family. This is
spendings, that's your income at the end of the day. Right. And I guess that they are proud of you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Definitely. Question for you, bro. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to have a father that is known?
It's a cool dad.
A cool dad?
Yeah. So, some people didn't even realize he's my dad sometimes because I guess we don't really look alike. Yeah. Do you see a resemblance?
Yeah, man.
My wife is Asian.
Yeah.
From the Philippines.
So. Okay.
But like I'll get texts from people that I used to go to high school with. They'll be like, "Why are you in a video with?" And they'll send a picture of my dad. They're like, "Do you know this guy?" I'm like, "That's my dad." They'll be like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's cool dad. He's very supportive. He's pushed me on this trip a lot.
So you think that your dad have given you the perfect example of life and what to become? Do you think that you will surpass him one day in subscribers?
So I was making a joke with him, right? It's probably not going to happen anytime soon, but I'm known as Chris Mussel's son. I said, what are you going to do when one day you're Chris Mussel's dad? So
I hope so. I hope so.
But I don't know. It's probably not going to happen anytime soon. No, you got a long way to go.
every dad or parent desires they want the kids to be better than them, have the things that they never had. And I think Chris is a perfect example. Chris, you have a great history, bro, and I hope you don't get locked up, bro. Right?
I hope so too.
I really hope that you don't get locked up. I always ask this question in my program, and this definitely is a question for both of you. All right, Chris and Tris, how would you like to be remembered?
Oh, that's it's something. Other people have asked me that. For me, just real. The one part that I don't really share about YouTube. The reason I start YouTube is because we do have a certain amount of time on planet Earth, right?
Yeah.
YouTube is like a vault because you take pictures on your phone, then your phone breaks or you lose your phone, and it never really stays. But from what I can see, YouTube is going to be around forever. When I'm long gone. So I could be maybe even inspiring people to travel 100 years from now. Who knows, right? So, I mean, I want to be remembered as authentic. And just like the travel adventure side of travel is what I like most. And I think what's like for my adventures are the best is yet to come. Like that's what I'm excited about. Yeah.
What about you, bro? You're young.
I know, I'm young. So, I mean, to be fair, I don't, to think about it is almost to force myself to try and be remembered. You know, I feel like just being me for now, people remembering me for me, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the realest way to put it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time. See, I started YouTube, I'm 47, so I started at 43.
Wow.
He started at 19.
Yeah.
Right, so he's got the big advantage. He's got the rest of his life. Whether he makes this a full-time career or not, that's up to him. He can decide along the way. But he's realizing how hard it is.
It's a lot of work.
It's not what people think. Like they think you just walk. Somebody left a comment like, "Oh, you just walk down the street with the camera." and this is people are watching this.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot more. That's like me saying to Michael Jordan, "Oh, you just dribble a ball." Like there's a big difference in what we have to
Definitely
do, right?
I think you have to have a lot of courage to be on a camera, bro.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Consistency.
Consistency, charisma is one important, essential thing that
For sure.
a lot of people have to, and you guys have it. You know, you guys look.
But that's how you start the
convinced.
conversation. Going back to the guy that got slapped, when you come with negative energy,
Transmits.
you feel it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get negative energy back. You come in positive. When that guy says, "I don't want the camera on," I'm sorry, sir. Forgive me. I'm in your town.
Yeah, I'm
Let me
sorry.
continue on with my travels. Like,
Simple.
then you're not getting slapped in the face, right?
Have a nice day.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, you transmit that positivity always.
Yeah.
But it's more than a pleasure. Chris, I hope the next time you guys come back to Guyana, hey,
Yes.
give me a buzz. I'll
Yes,
definitely.
yes, yes, we're friends now.
Yeah, definitely. One message on each one of you. You
Yeah.
want to tell Guyana?
Yes. Well, let me start. Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love Guyana. I love Guyana. I'm going to continue to return. You know, people say, why don't you bring your wife and kids? My wife has a job. My kids are in school. But as you see, he just finished school, so I brought him. So don't be surprised if in the next year my other son comes on a trip or my daughter when she's old enough to come on a trip. For me, this is not a temporary. This is not like a one-night stand. Like this is a marriage. Growing up, my mentor growing up was Guyanese. His name was Big Apple, and he passed away about 6 months ago. And maybe a month before he passed away, he's a hip hop legend. Drake sings about him in songs.
Damn.
We're sitting in a Guyanese restaurant. He was dealing with diabetes. His name's Jose Messiah. We're sitting in a Guyanese restaurant in Toronto, and he's the famous guy in Toronto, not me. But everybody was coming up to me saying, "Can I take a picture?" And he looked at me and said, "Chris, I'm so proud of you." And we were talking about like, what should I do next? Like, where should I go? And he's like, "Go where they love you the most." And then he died, right? And I came, as soon as he died, I went to the funeral and I came right back to Guyana. And people are trying to make it look like this guy must be smuggling gold. It's so ridiculous, right? But the reason I came is like, he was so important to me and he said it right. Like, why am I forcing myself for views to go here and there? Go where they love you. Show them that you love them back. So Guyana, like, I have no political motive. I don't care who wins any election. I've never been paid by anybody to come here. I come here because I genuinely love it. And hopefully you see, he's only have one birthday, 20-year-old birthday, and I brought him here as a surprise because I knew it would be memorable for him, and I knew he would enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. So Guyana, I appreciate
beautiful.
you.
Yeah, bro. I have a lot of young persons looking at you.
Yeah.
And probably want to be like you, want to make videos like you. What's a message for them today?
Well, if you're thinking about starting YouTube, it's a long journey, but start it. Because you're not going to go anywhere on the journey if you don't start the journey.
And it can be fun, though.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be work.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's very fun, you know. You get to experience, like experiencing things, meeting new people. It's definitely fun. But yeah, I've loved Guyana. It's probably my best 20-year-old birthday that I'll ever have.
Tell them what you think. You were comparing Jamaica and Guyana.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Put you on the spot.
I definitely, okay, no, that's a hard word. But I like Guyana more, just because it feels more at home. It feels like the atmosphere is different, and I'm not saying anything bad about Jamaica. I'm just saying I feel much better here in Guyana. But I still love
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Guyana the global tourist spot.
And I hope the next time I come here on my birthday, I have an egg ball with a candle in it.
That's a must.
We can make that happen.
Hey, wow. A dream come true for me, definitely, and I know for my team also in the back in the studio. I hope to see you guys back when you guys come back to
100%.
Guyana, and doors are always open here. This is your home also.
Thank
right?
you so much.
It was more than a pleasure, bro.
More than a pleasure,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Yes, sir.
It was
Thank
more
you
than a
very
pleasure.
much.
Thank you so much. So yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That was a great interview. If you want Chris and Trish to come back, remember drop a comment in the box, and you don't know. Remember, we're all live on Ravel Network, Go Mostly Radio, Vibes 592, and Ravel Network. Thank you for tuning in. See you back tomorrow, same time. Exitos Hours with your boy Alex Tunes. Good afternoon. Dímelo, mi amor.
What's up? Good afternoon.